Begin this practice lying on your back with your knees bent and soles of the feet on the floor. Begin by connecting to your breath. And as you're ready, you'll draw your knees in toward your chest, taking your right hand across the body, gathering the left knee and drawing it to the right. As you lie here, deepen the breath. Ground the left shoulder blade down, allowing it to be heavier and heavier with every breath you take. Release your hand by your side, draw your knees back up through center, and take the left hand to the right knee. Cross the body and let the knees drop to the left. Breathing deeply into the right side of the ribs. Grounding the right shoulder blade down and stretching all along the right side of the body. Come back through center. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And allow the breath to move the belly out, letting the knees come out, and then exhaling to hug the knees in a little tighter. Continue to connect the breath with the gentle, small movements of the body. Allow yourself to take your knees wider if you'd like. Take your right ankle and cross it over the left knee, bringing the left foot to the floor. If you'd like to interlace the fingers behind the left thigh, lifting the foot away from the floor, you're welcome to. You'll also have the option to take the fingers and interlace them in front of the shin. Feel free to bend and flex at the ankle joint, pointing the toes and flexing the foot, maybe circling the ankle in one direction then the other. Release when you're ready, switching sides, gently pressing the left thigh forward to begin, and then maybe deciding to lift the right foot up off the mat. Interlace the fingers behind the thigh or in front of the shin. And again, point and flex at the ankle joint, and maybe give that joint some circles in one direction and then the other. Release this shape, draw your knees into your chest, and roll yourself forward and back, making your way into a tabletop position, grounding into the hands' palms, and swaying the hips side to side. Begin to circle the left knee out to the side, making the circles as large or small as you'd like, one direction and then the other. Come back through center and lift and circle the right knee up and out. Again, moving in one direction and making sure you move in the opposite direction. Return to center and cross the left knee behind the right knee, gently pressing yourself back so you come onto your forearms. Stay here or extend the arms forward, straightening so the forearms lift away from the floor, gently pressing back into the hips a bit more. Make your way back up, uncross the legs, and then cross the right knee under and behind the left. Again, beginning to press the hips back on the forearms. And then maybe straightening the arms and gently pressing a little further back into the hips. Maintaining the slow, deep breathing. And then coming back to center. Stand up on your knees, step your right foot forward in space, and move with the breath as you press into the lunge. Inhale, exhale, lift up. Bring the hands to frame the foot and then walk the right foot underneath the left arm. Start to walk the left thigh back, either staying on the hand's palms or beginning to lower yourself onto your forearms. Notice if the pelvis is twisted or turned, and can you maintain a sense of balance, neutral pelvis, by pulling the right thigh bone back. Spend time here, and with every exhale you take, allow the outer right hip to soften. Find a sense of release as you breathe slowly and deeply. Begin to lift yourself up if you've lowered. Tuck your back toes under and step yourself back through tabletop, coming onto the knees, stepping the left foot forward, and again moving with the breath. You'll pitch yourself forward at the hips and come down onto your fingertips, walking your left foot underneath your right arm, tucking your back toes and walking that right thigh back. And then again, either staying on the hand's palms or lowering down onto the forearms. Either way, continue to pull the left thigh bone back, wrapping the right hip point forward and finding length in the spine, including the cervical spine, lengthening all four sides of your neck forward. Notice if you're holding any tension in your jaw or forehead. And with your breath, as you exhale, allow those spaces to soften. As you spend time here, notice which side feels tighter, more tender. Take one more slow, deep breath. And then if you've lowered, go ahead and press yourself back up, straightening the arms, coming onto the hand's palms. Tuck the back toe under, step the left leg back, and then bring the knees wide, sit the hips back into child's pose, extending the arms out in front of you. Breathe deeply, not only into the belly, but also the back body. Feeling the ribs expand on all four sides. Slow the breathing down a bit more. And allow the forehead to drop into the floor. If the forehead feels far away from the floor, go ahead and bring your forehead up on a blanket, a towel, or something to support it. Press back up into tabletop, align the knees underneath the hips, and go ahead and take a seat, swinging the legs around in front of you. Scoot forward and lie back. Cross your right knee over your left knee and grab on to the shins or ankles. You're welcome to draw the ankles down by your hips, or you can kick the feet into the hands and try to lift the ankles up into alignment with the knees. Spend time breathing here with the legs in Gomukhasana. Continue to send the tailbone down to the earth. Switch the cross of the legs, left knee on top of right, either hugging the ankles in towards your body or kicking the feet into the hands and finding a bit of a deeper stretch in the outer hip. Take long, slow, deep breaths here. And release. Bring the feet wide and let the knees drop to the right and then the left. Bring the knees back over to the right and pause there, maybe deciding to cross the right ankle on top of the left knee. If you'd like a deeper stretch, you can walk the left ankle over to the left side of your mat, or even off the mat. Notice the sensation in the front of the hip. And then uncross the ankle and move the knees over to the other side. If you'd like, you can cross the left ankle on top of the right knee and walk the right foot over to the right edge of the mat or off the right edge of the mat. Feel the gentle pull of the front of the quad all the way up through the groin. And let the right hip feel heavier as you sit and hold and breathe. Uncross the ankle if you've taken the option. Bring the feet back to the floor. And then allow the knees to drop open as you gather the soles of the feet together. You can keep your hands by your sides or place your hands on your belly. Feel free to close your eyes and connect with your breathing. Spend as much time as you'd like here in Supta Baddha Konasana.